This girl died and then started to remember her past life. This is the story of Dorothy Eady. By the age of 3, Dorothy had suffered a fatal incident. She had tumbled down the family stairs and hit the bottom. When her parents rushed to check on her, Dorothy had no pulse. Dorothy was dead. Her body was then carried into another room. Shortly after, her parents could hear a noise. They went to check out what the noise was, and it was Dorothy playing with her toys as if nothing had happened. There was something strange about Dorothy. Something had changed. Dorothy didn't sound like Dorothy anymore. Her whole accent had changed. And according to multiple people, Dorothy kept saying that she wanted to go home multiple times, but this was just the start of something much bigger. Life continued, but Dorothy never snapped out of it. The family decided to take a trip to London. They went to a British History Museum while they were there, and Dorothy's behaviour completely changed when she noticed an Egyptian statue. She immediately ran over to this statue, knelt on the floor and began kissing its feet. There was pictures of the pyramids in Egypt on the wall. She said, look, it's home. This is where I used to live. Her family were baffled. They just wanted to understand. So they decided to take Dorothy to Egypt in hope for some clarity or even some closure. But this is where the story gets even weirder. They hired a tour guide while they were there, not that they needed one, because Dorothy was filling them in with all the facts, all the locations, every little detail about Egypt. Dorothy told her parents that the Temple of Seti was actually where she used to live. So the tour guide took them there. But when she got there, she was distressed. She was confused. She kept saying, well, where's the gardens? Where's the trees? The tour guide said, there's never been any gardens here. There's never been any trees. It's never been like that. She said, yes, it has. And just quickly jumping into the future here, years later, an archaeologist did some digging and their team actually found evidence of a garden at the Temple of Seti, meaning Dorothy was absolutely correct. Anyway, back to Dorothy. So they were in the temple and they're walking around and the tour guide said, okay, well, if this was your home, show me where this was, show me where that was. And guess what? She did. She showed him absolutely everything. She told him facts that he did know and facts that he didn't, to the point where the tour guide was actually very creeped out. After years of documented research, it was heavily believed that Dorothy was in fact the reincarnation of an Egyptian priestess who actually took her own life at the age of 12 with a disturbing backstory. Researchers actually believed that when Dorothy had that tumble down the stairs at the age of 3, that actually reignited the past life, caused a disturb in her current memory, almost like a clash in realities. Later on in life, Dorothy actually met an Egyptian man. She ended up moving to Egypt and marrying him. And it is reported that when she got there, she got down on her knees, kissed the ground and said, I'm home.